as we honor America, the FHS band under the direction of Ms. Allison Cantor, playing the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to Franklin High School for tonight's WIAA boys basketball game in the Southeast Conference between the Racine Case Eagles and the Franklin Sabres. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinks here from Franklin High School. Going to be a big one tonight. Both teams projected number 1 and 2 in the conference. So going to be an exciting one tonight on hand here from Franklin High School. Franklin won their last game over Milwaukee Reagan. Let's just say they, as many would say around here, they survived a scare the other night from Milwaukee Reagan, beating them 70-63. And it took over 30 points, I believe, from Jacob Mislich to win the game for the Sabres. It was a lot of points for Jacob Mislich the other night to win the game. Meanwhile, here are the starters for the Racine Case Eagles. Their first game this season, it'll be Caden Williams, Miles McEwen, Charlie Quapal, and Kyrie Brumby. Maceo Collins, never mind. So now the starting lineup for Franklin Sabres. Meanwhile, Case is coached by Jake Burrs. The head coach of the Franklin Sabres is Tyler Podol. Here's the starting lineup now for the Sabres. The man who really propelled the Sabres to victory the other night, Jacob Mislich, introduced first. The main starting returner for the Sabres. Gabe Martins, number 3 as well. Orlando Wendell, number 12. Mason Peters, number 23. Those are your starters. And Carter Zahn. Those are your starters for Franklin. And Franklin, one thing to notice about their team, they are heavily relied on the football squad. They have a lot of football players on the team for Franklin. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for them tonight. So as the starters get introduced here, a big game here for Franklin High School. Like I mentioned before, 2 teams in the Southeast Conference who are predicted first and second. This could be a big game to start the season, as we'll get to see both teams go ahead here. As both teams take the court here, it'll be Maceo Collins jumping for Case. Racine Case got a lot of basketball coming up. They got Racine Lutheran tomorrow night, but they have not played a game yet this year. They had a game postponed last weekend. Not one of the ones we were supposed to, but Franklin, we were supposed to have versus Racine Lutheran last weekend. That was postponed. Jumping for the Sabres will be Carter Zahn. So Carter Zahn and Maceo Collins will jump to start this game here. This big Southeast Conference action here from Franklin High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinks, a lot excited to be with you tonight. Lots of great basketball coming up. We had a great game the other night between Waterford and Wauwatosa West, the defending state champions. That was quite a finish down there. Elijah had the call on. And let's hope for the same thing tonight as well.
We had a court storm, in your words.
Yes, you're right. And here's a jump. Racine Case wins a jump. So let's start out here with Michael Lewis on the top of the key. Looking over. Passes it back. Driving in now. Pulls up. and misses the rim. Rebounded that time by number 20, Carter Zahn. Franklin losing the tempo here early on. From the right wing we go. Back to Mislich. Mislich with the ball. Heavily guarded now. Back to the right wing we go. Pretty good at atmosphere here tonight, Franklin High School. That one's stripped away. And I believe a foul called on Franklin.
Yeah, there's a really good atmosphere tonight. It's blackout theme. And you know what that means for the Sabres? They get to wear their black unis too. Usually when you match the theme to the jerseys, the atmosphere will be going crazy tonight. So you're already hearing it. I love the turnout so far from the fans, right, Matt Pick?
Yes. Michael Lewis brings it up court. He's at the top of the key. Looking for a man. Going to drive in. Tries to spin. Gives it back. Inside. Uses the size. Goes up with it. That's Maceo Collins. So now Orlando Wendell with the basketball. Dumps it off to the right wing, back to the top of the key to Carter Zahn. Over to the leading scorer last game, Jacob Mislich. What a game he had the other night to overtop Milwaukee Reagan. In a really close game, if they might not have had him, they could have potentially lost the game to Milwaukee Reagan the other night.
He had 37 points the last time out, and look at this defense early on. I am really loving this defense. They're going to force an offensive foul right here. It's going to go back to Case. I mean, Jacob Mislich, he's going to be the guy to watch out for tonight if you're Racine Case, right?
Yeah. A lot of changes to the Southeast Conference as well this year. Oak Creek out of the conference to the Classic 8. Nobody came in to replace them, so everybody's forced to schedule some more non-conference games. You're going to see a lot more non-conference games down the stretch for both these teams this year with Oak Creek out, and that's loss of 2 conference games. Meanwhile, drive in, back outside.
I made the official count tonight too about how many football players are on the team.
Stolen away. Up with it fast. Wendell no good.
I made the official count about it right there.
Up, and no good. Put back, no good. Racine Case trying to get a basket here. It comes up empty. Wendell with the basketball. Gives it to Mislich. Mislich almost lost it there. And Mislich up for 3. No good, just out of the rim. And here's a fight for the basketball. Rebound for Franklin by Zahn underneath. Back to Mislich. Mislich, will he try again? He'll go inside this time and misses again.
Good defense so far early on for Racine Case. Number 12, Michael Lewis, he gets the assignment on him so far. He is playing all the way up in his grill, just like how you expect him to on a guy that's committed to Division II college.
Miles McEwen with the basketball now. Gives it over to Charlie Quipel. Back to Williams now. To Lewis we go from the middle of the court now. Franklin really pressed up on the defense too. 3 minutes through, almost only 2-0. Up with it, no good that time. Falls down with the shot. Wendell with the rebound. Mislich going fast in transition. Up with it. No good. Mislich misses again. It's a third miss already tonight.
Just a lid on the rim right now. Right now for Franklin. They got to get that first basket in, get the nerves out the way. I know this is only their second game of the year, but look at their whole bench this year. They got a lot of bench depth this year, a lot of new faces.
Up with it fast and no good again. A lot of missed baskets by both teams so far. And meanwhile,
is that lid ever going to come off, Matt Peck?
Right now it's looking like it. Maybe not. Mislich will bring it up court for Franklin. Still looking for their first basket.
Almost 4 minutes into this game, and it's still 2-0.
Yeah. Orlando Wendell with the basketball.
Just a lot of defensive presence early on.
Wendell goes to Mason Peters. Mason Peters heavily guarded over there. Almost went backcourt. Back to Mislich. Mislich still looking for that first basket tonight. He's missed a couple early on. Mislich going up now. Blocked!
Say it with your chest. Maceo Collins right there with a big block. Looks like we got some subs coming in for both teams. For Franklin, looks like it's senior forward Gabe Bernard. Bernard.
Looks like Wilfred Ortiz in the game. He'll inbound the ball for Franklin. Oh, the wrong team. Mason Peters, sorry. He gives it inside. Wendell. No good. No foul on the play. Back to Peters. To Mislich we go. Mislich going to go up with it. Gives it inside. Finds the body. First basket of the night for Franklin. That's Gabe Bernard.
We like the connection right there. Jacob Mislich recognizing that he's not feeling himself so far early on offensively, so he's going to move the ball around and find his man Bernard, freshly checked in for their first bucket.
Case going up fast. No good. A lot of bodies flying around early. Physical. You like to see it, and a tie up here. And a jump ball. Possession will go to the Sabres.
kind of looked at it coming into this game. Both these teams projected by Mark Miller top 3 in the conference this year.
I think most of them top 2.
Yeah.
So this might, well,
I think he has them above Racine Park, too, who lost a lot of seniors. Oh, look at this triple team almost at half court.
Mislich heavily guarded over there now by Miles McEwen. Mislich trying to go in, and a foul.
Is this going to be one of those games where we end 20-18 or something?
Talking about Franklin High School, a lot of new renovations going on. A couple years from now, they'll have a brand new field house right to the north of us. You won't see this gym anymore in a couple years on broadcasts. But for now, we'll be on this nice stage. But it looks like the new one's going to have a stage as well. And meanwhile, Wendell goes up, blocked again. Casey's gotten their hands up a lot early tonight.
Makai Collins that time on the block.
Mislich will inbound it to Peters, now back to Wendell. Mislich in the left wing. Here's a 3. He's got it! And you were wondering when Mislich would finally hit one, and there it was right there. Lewis. Back to Quapel. Quapel driving in, trying to use the size. Oh, traveled.
Walk with it, yep. Hey, either way, both these teams, their offenses haven't been clicking early on, but you got to really love the defensive intensity for both teams. And I think right now, I think Franklin's really thriving on. I think they're thriving on in the student section. We got a whole full packed row sellout student section tonight for Franklin.
This is the new Oak Creek.
Yeah.
Racine Case, I would say, in the conference right now. Franklin back on offense. Mislich in the corner looking for 2 in a row. Yes! Jacob Mislich.
With a guy as good as him, he only needs one to go down for him to start feeling it, Matt Peck. And that's just rightfully so. You cannot give him any space if you're a Racine Case. That's safe to say that.
So 8-2 lead early on for Franklin. Driving up now. No good off the end of the rim for Michael Lewis. Rebounded by Wendell. Wendell will go all the way down the court to Mislich. Mislich will drive in. Has an open lane, blocked.
That's like the 4th block already on the night for Racine Case. That time it was Paul Morharick. I mean, they're just using all their size early on. Franklin, so far, they're mismatched right now with the size. Their tallest guy on this team is a 6'5" Jacob Mislich and Andrew Engelston. Franklin's size is showing early, but those 2 big threes from Jacob Mislich early on have really proved this 6-point lead in the first 6 minutes of this game.
And Franklin plays physical like we talked about earlier because they have lots of football players on this team. I think it's the most I've ever seen.
Going back to what I was saying, they have eight players on this team who are on Lewis Brown's football team.
The now retired Lewis Brown. That's crazy to say.
Uh-oh.
Jacob Mislich from deep. He's got it.
The time to call the fire department soon already for him?
9 points for Mislich already. He started off with a couple misses, but has gotten 3 threes to go down now.
I think we might have to soon, right? That's his 3rd triple.
And 11-2 Franklin lead early on. Mislich heavily guarding here.
Oh,
And a travel once again. Back to the Sabres. And pretty soon I bet Jake Burst will be calling timeout.
Jacob Mislich showing why he's a superstar on this team with the 3-ball and just kind of pulled the chair off on defense right there and was able to make him travel. That's a 2nd travel of the night for Racine Case. They're kind of rattled right now in a way.
Inbound to Mislich. Yeah, that seems like early on. Peters will bring it up court here. Gets around. Peters heavily guarded. Give it back to Mislich. Now Mislich almost at midcourt. Looking for somebody open. Gives it to Barnard. Back to Gavin Sheik, the wide receiver from the football team. Mislich in the corner again. No good. Misses the rim that time. I thought, the way he's got the hot hand so far, he might get that one to fall.
How can we forget about number 3, too? Yeah, Gabe Martin's one of the defensive backs on the Franklin Sabres, the leading guy in tackles this season for the Sabres for the football team.
In the corner, here's a 3. No good. Case just cannot get anything to fall down early on. Meanwhile, a rebound on the underneath. Put back, no good.
Wow. Like in 2K when you go ice cold, they have like the ice icon.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it is right now so far for Racine Case on offense. They just cannot get one bucket to fall. They had those 2 putback opportunities, but they couldn't get them to fall.
Maseo Collins,
There
the
you
only
go.
basket for Case so far. Meanwhile, they get a fast break on the other side, and no good, but a foul.
And that's something you'll take right there if you're Racine Case, just being able to catch Franklin off guard, getting a turnover, forcing him back in transition. And they're going to try to get a chance here to earn 2 free throws. That time, Anthony Wheeler being able to force a steal and get the free throws here.
All right, so Anthony Wheeler will go to the line here. Looking to add on to Case's 2 points tonight. First free throw is no good. It seems like the struggles are adding on for Case here early on. Here's a free throw, no good. So 0 for 2 that time, and Case stays at 2 points. Wendell now with the basketball in midcourt. Inside, that one's almost stolen. Nearly went back the other way. Sheik with the basketball now. Sheik up with it, and he gets it to go. Gavin Sheik, his first 2 of the night, and a Sabre 13-2 lead here early on.
Got to figure coming soon here, Jake Burst might be calling a timeout. His team just cannot buy a bucket, and now they're starting to force some really, really good looks for Franklin.
Inside, no good once again that time for Caden Williams. And look at this defense. Tyler Padol has to call timeout. 13-2, ladies and gentlemen, here early on for Franklin. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Fanxalata here early on. It's been all Franklin. 13-2 lead. Case only 1 basket from Maseo Collins early on. And just Franklin's been playing. Case has had some good shots. He just haven't been able to go down early on. So Peters will inbound it. Trying to find somebody, gives it to Sheik. And a travel. That was probably the quietest travel I've seen all night. This whole place has gone loud every time there's a travel. That was probably the quietest one.
It's because this time Case finally got one. They go their way on defense.
And Tyler Padol was taking a sip of coffee when it happened. So it's going to be Caden Williams with the basketball now on offense for Case. Gives it back outside, driving in now. Oh, and it's tipped. Out of bounds, caught right on the sidelines.
It's Carter Zahn that time on the deflection. Always love coach. When you're a coach, you're always pleased when you get a really good deflection. Just disrupting any type of basketball connectivity. Look at that right there.
Look at that defense on the left wing.
Gabe Bernard.
Williams pulls up. No good again. And Franklin's got to have a chance here. And a foul called. So still 13-2 early on in favor of Franklin. So Orlando Wendell will inbound it now for Franklin. Gives it inside to Mason Peters. Peters will bring it up court now. Guarded by Michael Lewis. Inside now. And that one's going to be stolen. Almost stolen now, I should say.
Yeah, had a couple of those. They just couldn't recover them.
Sheik passes inside. Back outside. Look at that ball movement from Franklin. Driving in now is Peters. Misses the rim, but somebody right underneath for Franklin. Look at the bodies, and Case gets the steal now. Case going to try to go fast here, try to finally get a basket. It's been a while. It's been since Case led 2-0 early on. Franklin 13-0 run. And almost stolen again. Case is having a hard time early on. Here's a three. No good. Rebounded by Gavin Sheik.
Yeah, you could tell in practice, Coach Tyler Padol, they run a lot of good defensive drills, right? Because this is probably the hardest defense I've seen so far in the back-to-back games we've done.
What will be in a charge?
Just being able to stay up in front of your defense right there, stay up in their grill, force them to pass the ball, deflect it, you name it, anything on defense. Tyler Padol has been really scheming it up the right way for the Sabres. Hasn't needed to go to a zone yet, which is a good sign for them.
So 9 minutes through, Case's biggest issue, only sitting at 2 points halfway through the first half. Michael Lewis gives it to Paul Moharic. Moharic inside, no good. It's just been Case's struggle tonight. It's just been the missed shots. Inside now, Franklin looking to add on to their lead. And no good on the other end. And back to Case. As Bernard got the rebound for a moment, but fell out of bounds. It'll actually be a foul on Franklin. So the foul count is 4-2 in favor of the Sabres right now. Sabres have 4. Case has 2. So Caden Williams set to inbound it. Michael Lewis waiting on that side of the court for him as well.
That's interesting. The ref made that number 11, Charlie Quapil, just check himself back in again.
Oh,
he was all the way on the court. Then they had to send him back to the scorer's table.
Interesting.
And then he blew his whistle and said, "You're good."
Lewis with the basketball for Case. Guarded well by Wendell that time. Lewis trying to get around Wendell. It goes out. Wendell dives. He gets the ball. And he falls out of bounds, so they'll go right back to Case.
I really like that defense right there from Orlando Wendell, who was a big piece of Tyler Padol's team last year. And I think he's a really good 3-and-D guy for this squad. He can do anything on defense, and then he can get a couple big buckets, playmaking as well. But I really like Orlando Wendell's defense the most out of it.
Case obviously trying a lot of things out tonight. First game of the season. They were supposed to play a game last weekend. Obviously, the snowstorm interrupted everything. Same with Franklin. They were supposed to have D3 powerhouse Racine Lutheran this year.
Now Racine Case gets him tomorrow.
Yeah. And Mislich now with the basketball from the top of the key. Guarded well by Caden Williams. Mislich trying to get around Williams. Mislich will go up with it.
Oh, my.
Gets it to go. And an and one.
Putting him in the matrix right there. You can't guard him chance coming out from the Franklin student section.
And technically Mislich at
9.
9.
Did you see that? He had 2 defenders come help him in the paint, and it didn't matter. That's just how good of a player he is. And he's already adding up to his total. 10 out of the 16 points coming from Mislich.
And a foul call on the court. Franklin, like I said, we're 7 minutes remaining left in the half here, and Case still at 2 points only.
Case is already in the danger zone, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah.
But like you said, this is their first game of the year, so they're trying to Coach Burst trying to figure everything out.
Here's a 3 from Williams, no good. Meanwhile, rebound underneath, and a foul.
And I think Orlando Wendell got a little too handsy right there. So we got a couple substitutions in for Franklin too. Got a freshman checking in this game, Cooper Feckler.
Oh, nice.
He's one of the premier guys in middle school that I've seen some of his mixtapes already. He could dunk the ball as a freshman already.
So another missed free throw for Case. Still sitting at 2.
Man, is the lid ever going to come off the rim for Case tonight? Yeah. You would figure.
Here's a free throw, and it's good.
There
it's Case's first point. So it's almost underneath the 18-minute mark.
Tyler Padol mixing up some lineups a little bit here. He's got a lot of juniors. The team is mainly junior and seniors. And then he's got 2 freshmen, Elijah Savada and freshman Cooper Feckler on this team as well to feel it out. And Gavin Sheik obviously as a sophomore. How could we forget about Gavin Sheik, right?
Yeah. Inbound now, 16-3 lead for Franklin. Mislich on the right wing, heavily guarded now by Williams. Back to outside. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded. On the other end, now inside. Look at the size inside. Trying to go up with it. No good. Put back. No good once again. Rebounded now. Peters coming down the court with it. Peters will go in. Back outside. Here's a three-point shot. No good. And Franklin Mislich ends up getting the ball back here. Now Mislich from the right wing. Back to Bernard. Bernard look with the basketball back to Mislich. They're trying to get Mislich going. Mislich for three. No good. Rebounded. Who's going to come up with it? Goes out of bounds. Back to Case. Close, but I think Case.
I think that's Franklin's ball right there. Might have been a miss right there.
Believe it or not, look at the score. Franklin's the only one that's taken a timeout off this half. You thought Jake Burst at some point would have took a timeout off, but see, Franklin slowed down from scoring. It's just that Case hasn't been able to get back.
Would have thought so. Would have thought so too, because Jake Burst, he probably wants to save some of his guys for tomorrow, right? They got a really big game against Racine Lutheran, a really tough team in this Racine County.
And that one finally goes down. That's Michael Lewis.
It's got to be their first field goal since like that 16-minute mark, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Their last point was a free throw.
All you need is one, and maybe we'll get the rest of the team going. Peters now on the right wing. Two Gabe Martins back to Cooper Feckler. In the corner, that's blocked. That was Makai Collins with the block that time.
Makai Collins showing his height early on. The tallest guy on the court.
And that one's stolen. Back on the other end. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded that time.
And now Franklin. Oh, good double team right there with Mislich and Feckler.
Charlie Quipel gets around the double team. Here's a three-point shot on the other end. It's no good, but a foul.
Oh, wedgie. Uh-oh. We got a wedgie, folks. Ball stuck at the top of the hoop.
Get a new one.
We got to get a broom. Get that broom out.
Miles McEwen with the shot attempt, so he'll go to the line and shoot three. Once we get the basketball down.
Got to get assistant coach J.D. Anderson out to grab it. He's going to do it himself. That's always fun, right, when the ball gets stuck up there?
Yeah.
It's like a what are the odds chance that happens.
First free throw is good from Miles McEwen. Second free throw is good, so 2 for 2 so far for McEwen. In Case starting to get some of those points back that they need. Cutting it under 10 now.
If he get it all 3 free throws right here,
that'd be huge.
That could be a huge momentum shifter to have the lead down to 8. There you go.
McEwen all 3 in, and huge for Case. So 16-8. Now Peters heavily guarded. Look at that defense right there from Paul Moharic. And that one goes out of bounds. Back to Case.
And now Case starting to bring out some packages. Jake Burse doing a little double team and forcing a turnover right there. He had 2 of his guys, Paul and Miles, coming up to stop him and force the turnover.
So now Michael Lewis with the basketball. Drives in. Back outside now. To Miles McEwen. McEwen goes up. No good. Rebounded. And stays with Case.
Call it now, Peck. Is anyone going to score 50 today?
That's a good question right now. Up fast underneath. Awesome pass, but just can't go. And that one goes that time, Miles McEwen.
There you go. Quick 5-0 run for Case, Peck.
And quick 5-0 run for Miles McEwen as well.
Actually, if you want to continue it on even more, it's a 7-0 run. Look at this. A bunch of white jerseys at Mislich.
Peters spinning around, back outside. Driving in. That one's going to go out of bounds past Bernard. And Case basketball once again, only down 6 now.
And what seemed like Franklin had this game in full control. Jake Burst said, we're not going to do that. We're going to try to fight as hard as we can throughout this whole game on that 7-0 run. This defense forced a couple turnovers, and just like that, a 13-point lead has diminished to 6.
Driving around, there's a spin. Up, good.
And now it's down to 4.
Michael Lewis, timeout, Tyler Podol, 16-12. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Mixlata from Franklin High School. 16-12 game now. Last time we went to commercial, it was only 2 points for Case, so they've done lots of improvement from early on, basically missing every shot that they took.
It's a 9-0 run right now for the Eagles. Like I said, I really like their defensive connectivity. They're pressing it up right now, led by Paul Murick.
Peters on the other end.
Well, it looks like, well, maybe not.
Peters driving up, no good. Case going to have some numbers on the other end. Fast break, up, no good, put back, gets it to go.
Continue that run now. It's 11-0 run now.
Paul Maharick on the last points, and just like that, it's a 2-point game.
That Tyler Podol was kind of telling his guys in that huddle, got to be able to clean it up on those turnovers.
3-point shot from Sheik, no good. Case has a chance to take the lead on this possession. After the game, the way this game started, goes out of bounds, back to the Sabres.
It's kind of deja vu a little bit, right? This is kind of like how our Tosa West Waterford game went. Like, one team was able in full control early, and then the other team just started to come back and fully take advantage of it, and that's what Case is doing here. Does that mean Case is going to hit a buzzer beater tonight?
Yeah, I was going to say, the team that was in full control the other night did not win the game early on.
I mean, there's no shot clock, but if you're up by still like 15, that's nothing when it's early on. If I were to talk to you in the NBA, a 15-point lead is like a 5-point lead.
Yes. Wendell with the basketball now on the other end. Back out to the left wing now. Back to Mislich.
They've really cooled Mislich down. He hasn't scored in a minute.
Mislich going to try to score here. Pass inside and tie up. Back to Case. Offensive foul.
Just nothing going right now on offense for Franklin, but you got to respect the effort to Racine Case's defense once again. Being able to trap the paint that time on the big man, Gabe Barnard.
Lewis driving in. Lewis pass inside, up, and it's tied. Maceo Collins.
If you want to add on to that run now, it's a 13-0 run, Matt Peck.
So 16-2 to 16-16, just like that.
Or maybe it's 14-0 run then, right? So if it's that.
Wendell. Franklin desperately needs a basket now.
No,
Case with all the momentum.
No, it's off ball right now, but look at Caden Williams' defense on Mislich right now. It's all. I like this. Oh my!
Mislich for deep three, no good. Rebounded by Franklin.
Franklin's got to slow it down, in my opinion, and try to find the right shot, move it around, set some screens, set a play up right now.
Inside Bernard, back out to Wendell. Wendell for three. He got it.
It's one of those good plays, give and go, right back from his big man, set it up in the paint, kind of set up right there. Gabe Bernard was able to bait a defender to him and force an open Orlando Wendell. Caden Williams.
Caden Williams on the other end for three, and we're tied. Williams with 4 on the night.
Now what seemed like a game that could have been out of hand early is turned into a defensive thriller. But Racine Case, you got to respect the effort. 17-16 4-run now.
Wendell gets right past the hand, and it's a 5-0 scoring run. 5-0 for Franklin with Wendell.
And that's what I was going back to saying with Orlando Wendell. He's a 3-and-D guy. He can be able to turn the game over on both ends of the floor.
Inside, another turnover. Mislich now with the basketball, driving in fast, trying to use the numbers, no good off the end of the rim.
Man, they've really been able to slow Mislich down, huh?
Up, gets it to go. Michael Lewis, 6 points on the night, and Case in the lead, 21-19. And a foul on the other end. Take it back. It's 21-21. The scoreboard and update. So 21-21. Mislich will go to the free throw line. Front ends the first free throw, no good. Going to be an interesting second half here to see who comes out with it. Like firepower early on, because whoever had firepower the first part of the half, the other team has it the second part of the half. That's how it went here in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. But Mislich obviously missed the first free throw. He'll get another opportunity here in a tie game at 21-21. Both teams with 3 touchdowns.
Just like we drew it up. I love the effort that Jake Burse's team came out with in their first game of the year, though, so far.
Mislich no good off the end of the rim, so 0 for 2. Amari King in the game for Case. Here's a deep 3. Good that time. That is Caden Williams.
Case leads now.
Case in the lead now, 24-21. First time since 2-0. Up fast, Wendell, no good off to the front of the rim. Wendell gets his own rebound. Inside, beautiful pass, and no good. Almost got the N1. So heading to the line now is Carter's on.
Oh, so we're going to add on to that run. It's a 22-5 run in the last 7 minutes. This Racine Case defense has really set the tone, and they've been able to get those good looks. But frankly, you got to give credit to them. They didn't fully let Racine Case take this game over, but they let them take the lead, which was the more important part for Jake Burse's team.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Zahn goes 2 for 2.
If I'm Case right here, I take your time right now and try to find a good rhythm shot. You got a minute left in the first half.
The refs blow the play dead. 24-23 is a score in favor of Racine Case, and Racine Case was down 16-2 in this half. Stormed all the way back and now has the lead. Tolan Johnson set to inbound it for Case.
Just tell him Wendell to move back, or I wonder what's going on at the scores table right now.
Well, the clock says 6:10 in the gym. We only have 56 seconds left in the half.
I did not see that at least. Oh, they're going to add time back on the clock now. 1.1 seconds back on the clock.
So Tolan Johnson set to inbound it. Michael Lewis with the basketball. That one's stolen by Wendell. Sabres have numbers. Up, Wendell gets it to go.
How about Orlando Wendell? Like I said again, 3-and-D. I've said it a few times already tonight. Been able to create his own shot on offense. He's got 7 points in the last 5 minutes. Been able to get a couple steals too.
Lewis with the basketball, double team now. Look at all those Sabres trying to get on him. And timeout, Jake Burse. He
ran all the way
sprinted out there. 25-24, we'll take a break. More basketball coming your way after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Pekaliza makes a lot of here from Franklin High School. Franklin started out with a big lead, then Case stormed back, and now the lead has been back and forth. So from a game early on that looked like Franklin could run away with, Racine Cases managed to stay lead back and forth here. And Franklin now with the 25-24 lead, only 28 seconds remaining here in the half. Inbounds it to Caden Williams. Williams will bring it up here.
I think they're going to settle for a last shot here. Right idea, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Unless they get a really good look, I say you shoot it, but.
Back to Williams. About 12 seconds remaining here in the half. Here's a three-point shot. Misses the rim completely. Wendell going fast on the other end. Mislich for three. No good. And off, and a whistle's blown. I believe a foul will be called.
I think, well, if that's a foul, then they're in the bonus, right?
Yeah.
That's a 17th foul. I'm going to bring the lengthy Andrew Engelston into the game, the 6'5" wing for defense.
Inbound here now. Going to try to put it up at the buzzer. No good.
Ooh.
Lewis puts it right at the buzzer. We had to have here, ladies and gentlemen. 25-24. Franklin in the lead over Racine Case. More halftime report coming up after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports here from Franklin High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata here. Unofficial scoring. I kind of misadded Franklin's scoring up, or missed a couple of them, but we'll do Case. Caden Williams with 7, Miles McEwen with 5, Paul Moharic with 2, Michael Lewis with 6, Maceo Collins with 4. Jacob Mislich, I know for sure, is with 10. Orlando Wendell with 7, Carter Zahn with 2, and Gabe Bernard with 2. I just got to figure out where the rest of the points went, as they don't have every player on the scoreboard here. But overall, it's been an interesting game. We'll just say that. It was Case. It was Case that started out 2-0, and then Franklin was a 16-0 run. Case came all the way back and tied it, even grabbed the lead, and then it's kind of been back and forth ever since, between grabbing the lead back and forth. So that's kind of what you expect here in Southeast Conference action between two of the top teams in the conference here playing, projected by both Bound Wisconsin and Prep Hoops Wisconsin. So kind of one of those exciting things. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out faster to start this second half, because obviously we know Case, got the first basket like I mentioned before, but it was a Franklin fast start mainly. This Case really couldn't get a basket to go at all, and it's kind of, I think, has a lot to do with they hadn't played a game yet this year. And Case, I think, is really looking for that win going into Racine Lutheran tomorrow night, the top team in Division III they'll be facing on their home hardwood as part of the second. I'm just going to call it part 2 of the Case Holiday Showcase, because even though this weekend was scheduled, last weekend we were supposed to be there. We actually had some plans come up. Otherwise, tomorrow we probably would have been there again instead of being here tonight. But Franklin versus Case would have probably aired next time at Case if we weren't here tonight. So this game has always been on almost every year. I think it's going to continue to be on every year because both these teams are usually typically one of the top teams in the conference.
I think one time for sure next year, or I mean, not next year. I guess physically talking, like next year, 2026, we're going to have Racine Park on against Franklin, possibly. I was thinking about that, having that on our radar for that game. Racine Park, how about them though? They had a gritty win last Saturday against Waterford, and then Waterford goes on to beat the defending D2 state champions on a buzzer beater by Caden Gustafson, called by yours truly.
Yeah, that was quite a game the other night that we sat with. I must just say I was pretty shocked at how well Waterford kind of battled through that game. They kind of went down early, and you thought, what's going to happen with Waterford? And they kind of
they went into the 1-3-1 zone, and then they really just set the tone with that. They had a lot of energy on defense, and then they ended up winning that game. So I'm not worried about Chris Neubauer's team, though. I mean,
oh no, not at all.
It's way too early in the season. I mean, to go undefeated the whole season, it's possible, but you're gonna have to be really good to be. You're still really good if you're a 4 to 5 loss team in the season.
Couple score updates I see here. Wisconsin Lutheran up 71-15 on Waukesha North at halftime.
Wow. I got one from Oak Creek. Knights are up 54-47 on Waukesha West, their first ever Class 8 conference game in boys basketball.
Floyd Memorial leads Union Grove 50-27. Wanakee leads Watertown 23-18. Mount Horeb leads Reedsburg 39-15. That's about all I have so far.
I'll try to see if I could go into Bound Wisconsin right now. Please be sure to check out Bound Wisconsin, guys, too, and Prep Hoops Wisconsin. Both of them are really good resources for basketball. And I'd say more for basketball. Stats-wise, Bound is more resourceful. And then Prep Hoops more for the articles and everything.
Dubrow and Eisenhower I mean, New Berlin West took down New Berlin Eisenhower 57-54 in a close one over there, doubleheader between the two New Berlin schools. So that's already a game that's gone final tonight. And we got 2 minutes remaining here before the second half begins as both teams kind of start to begin to take the floor here at Franklin High School. What's going to probably be a thrill of a second half, I must say. I can't tell you right now here who's probably going to win this game, because, you know, both teams have just been kind of back and forth. Franklin goes a little bit cold, and then Case goes a little bit cold. Anyways, let's take a break, and then we'll come back with the second half after this on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, about 25 seconds remaining before the second half begins here from Franklin High School. Franklin with the 25-24 advantage over Case right now. It's been back and forth between both these teams. Early on, like I mentioned during halftime, it wasn't back and forth. Case couldn't really not make a shot, and then they started making a bunch of them, and Franklin went cold. And before you know it, it was tied. Case even grabbed the lead for a couple minutes. It's kind of be interesting to see what happens here in the second half. So it'll be Case basketball to start here. Caden Williams, we're going to inbound it here.
I really like what Case has done the last 7-8 minutes of the first half. They went on a 22-9 run, which was able to put them between a 1-point lead, which they were down by what, 14 at 1 point, 16-2 was their largest deficit. Jake Burst really putting all the fight into his team.
Yeah. So Caden Williams will set the inbound. We're just waiting for something to begin the second half here. All right, here we go.
I always wonder when they have like a long pause what they're waiting for.
So he inbounds up to Lewis. We begin the second half here now. Case could take the lead to open up the half here with the basket. Back to Williams. Williams for three. No good. Rebounded by Peters. Here's a left wing three, and that one does not go in. At first, it looked like it was swished, but it hit the bottom of the rim.
Nothing but net on the other side of it.
Yeah. That's what it looked like at first. So now an inbound to Lewis. Back to Williams. Williams will bring it up now. Case trailing by one here, just 30 seconds into the second half here. Williams gives it back outside. Here's a three-point shot. No good off the end of the rim.
That's got to stick with Case because that went off of, who is that? Carter's on. Just went off his fingertips. Did you give an update on the Tosa West game?
Tosa West are playing?
Yeah, against Waupun. Yeah, they're up by 6 at half there. There's a lot of games around the state. This is probably one of the days where you're going to see most teams playing around.
Lewis set to inbound it. Got a long pause again. Inbounds it to Williams. Williams with the basketball. Back to Lewis. Lewis going to drive in. Lewis passes it back outside. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Oh, it goes in. That Peck talked too early. Miles McEwen.
Never speak too soon until that ball goes out fully. You see a lot of those in high school hoops, though, right?
That one goes back court. Wendell with the basketball. Back to Mislich. Peters for three. No good.
And you're going to wait till it fully went down that time?
Here's Wendell for three. No good. And
whoa.
Strip back. And jump ball. Now stay with Case. And now go back to Case. Inbounds now. Mislich for three. No good.
There must be something about that rim on the right side of the court. Case started off with every shot just seemed like it kept going in and out. Now Franklin returned the favor. Ooh, look,
up with it
pass.
fast. There he gets it to go. Cutter's on. You're going to need some WD-40 for that rim.
Carterzon got a really good pass on his knees. Mason Peters was able to make it out of it.
Up fast. Got it. Michael Lewis. Case back up in front by two.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of lead changes the rest of this way.
Mislich back inside. Going around. No good. Off to the rim that time by Gabe Martins. Williams on the other end. Back out. Mid-range two is good. Miles McEwen. 5 in the second half here. 10 for the night.
Largest lead for Case.
And Case now up by 4.
Expanding on that largest lead that they previously had 2. Oh, that would have been crazy.
And back to Franklin.
Forcing a lot of turnovers right now. That's been the key to why Racine Case has taken the lead in this game, and Jake Burse got to be very proud of his group.
I should say back to Case. I said back to Franklin. Michael Lewis will inbound it now. Williams will bring it up.
7-4 run so far to start the half for Case.
Williams on the right wing. Back to Michael Lewis.
7-2 as a matter of fact, actually.
Lewis gives it back to McEwen. To Lewis again. Lewis guarded by Mason Peters. Williams on the other end. Franklin playing some good defense here on this end. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Off the end. Rebounded by Mislich. Mislich going fast. Mislich going underneath. Goes off his leg almost. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Misses the rim completely. And back to Case.
I really like what Case has been doing on offense so far. And defense. Defense is what's kept them in this game. Their offense has just been chipping in every now and then, and it has given them the 4-point lead advantage. Franklin, they just can't find their offense ever since that 5-minute mark of that first half, Peck.
Yeah.
Got to try to get at least one bucket to fall, and then hopefully start to move the ball around a little bit more and try to make some more magic help.
Capel with the basketball, spins around, up, gets it to go off the glass. Charlie Quapel, and it's his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, you got to figure timeout might be coming soon, right?
Yes, and now Orlando. Wendell with the basketball from the left wing. Case up by 6 now. Wendell underneath. Back out to Peters.
Oh, Martins wasn't looking there.
Wendell with the left wing now. Wendell inside, spinning.
Travel.
And a travel. Back to Case.
That's like the 4th or 5th turnover.
Timeout called by Tyler Padol. We'll head to a break. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata. 33-27 lead for Racine Case over Franklin here. It's been quite a game on the roller coaster ride back and forth. between both these teams. 13:53 remaining here in the second half. So a full timeout was called by Tyler Padol after Case scored quite a bit of points to go up here in the second half to begin us ahead. And, you know, Case, the remarkable story has been the ball movement's been better and even the defense in the second half. Case early on, they had some good shots. They just wouldn't fall down in the first half. And then once they fell down, Case has been back in this game ever since. And it'll be Case basketball coming out of the break. No, and it'll be Michael Lewis set to inbound it. Gives it to Williams. Back to Lewis. Lewis with the basketball, drives in, back outside. Here's mid-range inside the paint, puts it back up. And that is Maceo Collins with the 6th point of the night.
Maceo Collins just cleaning his guy up right there. That was an air ball. He's able to make it work. Oh, my.
Another internal issue for Franklin. What Franklin's doing right now is kind of what we saw Case do in the first half.
Does that mean that Franklin's going to go on a 14-0 run now?
You never know.
Expect the unexpected. This is high school hoops, folks.
Miles McEwen with the basketball. And that one's stolen away. Another turnover on the other end.
Good start with that turnover.
Wendell with the basketball. Inside to Sheik. Sheik gets it to go.
Franklin makes him pay right there. So the big turnover. Franklin's got to do more of that. Force more turnovers on the defensive end. Just be more connected. I would play more up right now if I'm Gavin Sheik. There you go. Send a guy up. Orlando Wendell. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, almost went across.
I think they should have got kicked ball right there. Didn't that go off his foot?
I thought so. From the right wing. Inside, nobody there. Oh, and he missed it.
Let's go back to Franklin.
Yeah, it's going back to Franklin.
So now Franklin, they have a chance to cut this thing back to a single possession.
Wendell now with the basketball.
I try to get Mislich involved. He's only got 2 points in the last 12 minutes, Matt Peck.
Mislich driving in underneath.
Oh.
No good off into the rim. Late whistle.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
just got a little bump right there, but
yeah, and the whistle came in kind of late. So Mislich will go to the line with 10 points so far tonight. I should say 12.
He had the 12 to the 10 to start in that first 8 minutes.
Makes the first free throw.
Just nothing else coming for him after that one.
Mislich, second free throw is good. 2 for 2 on the free throws. And it's a 5-point game. Lewis with the basketball. Trapped is Lewis. Body's flying. Jump ball. Back to Franklin.
And I really like the packages that Tyler Padol has brought up right here. Just sending a couple double teams over. Really able to set the tone on the defensive end. But this one's going to stick with... Wait, it's going to stick with Case?
I guess so. Never mind. Matt Peck lied on that one. Michael Lewis.
I swear the arrow...
I know. That's what I thought, too. Lewis with the basketball. Up. No shot. That's going to be on the ground. Mason Peters on the foul. Paul Moharic set to inbound it. Inbounds it in now. Back out to the deep three now. No good. Rebound and Moharic just flying inside. Another man up. Another rebound for Case. Case with so many offensive rebounds and a foul.
Yeah, I think Case's size is really showing right now. That was 2 to 3 second chance opportunities that time from Makai Collins, who's about 6'8" on the floor right now. It's really showing.
Setting the inbound basically where he was about 20 seconds ago. Ball will stay with Case.
Franklin's tallest guy on the floor is only Jacob Mislich.
Yep.
And he's one of their guards.
Lewis now from the left wing goes back to the top of the key. Moharic with the basketball on a travel. We've seen so many travels from both teams tonight.
And that's how Franklin could get back into it. That's the second travel right there from Racine Case in the last couple.
It'll be Wendell bringing up the basketball now. Quite a defense here now from Talon Johnson, and a foul. It seems like that whistle's blown a little bit more in the second half here too as well. I saw a lot of bumping in the first half, and the whistle wasn't getting blown, and I noticed it's kind of getting blown more now in the second half. So Wendell now will inbound it for Franklin.
Ooh, good elevator door screen.
Mislich inside, up, and gets it to go, and one.
How about that play drawn up right there by Tyler Padol, having Jacob Mislich come off from the corner, come up the middle to the top. They set the elevator door screen, and Mislich just gets the ball and drives to the paint. It was a one-on-one matchup right there, and he was able to get the and one. Beautiful play design right there from Franklin.
So Mislich now at the line.
That's a play I like to run up for the rec team I coach, the middle schoolers.
Mislich going to the line for the and one. And he gets a three-point play to go. He gave it a go that time. Caden Williams from the top of the key. Now to the left wing. Here's a deep three. No good. I almost thought, from here it looked like it went in at first.
Sound like in your voice you're about to say it.
I know. From the Wendell now on the inside, no good.
Ooh.
And tip, and Wendell gets his own rebound back up with it. No good and a foul.
Tell you what, the sleeper MVP of this game so far has been Orlando Wendell. It's his defense, getting a couple steals, getting a couple big shots. He had that 5-0 run of his early on to complement Jacob Mislich when he was cold, but Mislich starting to heat up again. He's got 4 points in the second half. A couple of them have come from him lately.
Wendell, no good on the first free throw. Now he has a chance to tie it on the second free throw. This is the Franklin team right here that was tested by Milwaukee Reagan the other night. And when I mean tested, they were severely tested.
Only won by 7, I believe, right?
Jacob Mislich had 37 points had he not been on the team.
That could have been a loss.
Yeah. Wendell, no good. 0 for 2 on free throws.
I mean, Case will get a really big test tomorrow.
And here's a three-point shot. No good. Off the rim. On the other end. Case gets the rebound, though. Up fast. No good once again. Mislich with the rebound. Franklin going to go fast on the other end. Mislich inside to Peters. Peters with it. Good. No, never mind. Sorry, Gavin Sheik.
Way to recognize it right there. Franklin had a 2-on-1 fast break. Mislich was moving fast. So was Gavin Sheik. Gavin Sheik's one of the fastest wide receivers in the state, Peck. You would figure that he was going to get down the court fast, and Mislich, the playmaker he is, he was able to find him right away.
Now from the right wing. Driving inside. Up. No good. Who comes up with it? Franklin does. Franklin going fast down there. And Sheik. Good once again. Gavin Sheik. Timeout. Jake Burse. Franklin leads by 3. 38-35. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Mixalata here from Franklin High School. 38-35 lead in favor of the Sabres right now. They took the lead just before the commercial. Jake Burst had a result timeout. This game's kind of been back and forth since we began the second half. Early on, it was all Franklin. Then Case went on that 14-0 run. It's kind of been back and forth since the second half has begun. So it'll be Case basketball coming out of the break here.
Yeah, I really like Franklin. They went down by 4, and then they haven't looked back ever since that 16-minute mark. That defensive connectivity, forcing a couple of travels, and really just being able to stay together as a team, moving the ball around. A couple of big fast break layups, putting them back up by 3.
Here we go, right wing. Here's a three-point shot. Could be a big one, no good. Sheik gets the rebound and a tie-up. Back to Franklin.
I think Case should move back to the press. They were doing that really well in that first half early. They kind of moved away from it. Now they look like they're coming really back to it now.
Mishlich with 16 tonight. He's going to inbound the ball. He's the leading scorer for Franklin. Like we said, 37 points the other night against Milwaukee Reagan. Inbounds it to Peters. Peters will bring it up court. Peters inside, and a travel.
Yeah, good defense possession right there. Just kind of trapped Peters as he was driving in the paint. He walked with it, made him pick up his dribble. Really good defense right there from the Eagles.
Michael Lewis with the ball now. Trying to drive around. Here's a three-point shot to tie it. No good.
That was a good shot right there. Just couldn't get that one to fall. Case getting some good looks to try to tie it.
Here's a three-pointer in the corner. No good off the rim. That
freshman
time,
Cooper Feckler.
Now back to the right wing. On the other end, loses the ball. Case will end up getting the ball back. Williams going to drive in. Up with it. No good, and a foul. So Caden Williams goes to the line. Caden Williams trying to get this down to 1 point. First free throw is no good.
Now they're kind of stuck in that sequence right now where they can't find the basket right now, right? Kind of like where they were early on in that first half.
So Williams will attempt the second free throw after going 0 for 1.
Oh,
0 for
wow.
2. And Case gets the rebound meanwhile. Williams will try again. He gets it to go. So he basically made the 2 free throws after all.
Yep.
So Caden Williams at 9.
How much more special would that have been, though, if he made the first one, missed the second one, they did that? It would
Yeah.
have been a tie game right now.
That's right. Gavin Sheik with the ball. Inside, back outside to Peters. Peters spinning around. Look at that move. Oh, block! Look at that block go! And Franklin ends up getting it back, out of bounds. Back to Franklin.
Is that Collins on the block? Maceo Collins?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, like I said again, Franklin's short players have really just not been able to set the tone right now with rebounds, and they've been getting blocked a lot, but they're really making things work out of it right now.
Orlando Wendell with the basketball.
Case has just got a lot of lengthy guys. Franklin just got the 6'5" Mishlich on the floor.
Gabe Barnes now with the ball. Back outside, almost stolen, and a foul. That was close. I didn't see much there.
Yeah, that was pretty close right there.
So foul counts as Case at 5 and Franklin at 3 right now with 8:42 left in this game. Franklin up by 1, 38-37. Wendell inside, no good, another foul. This time we'll put him at the line. Wendell has a chance to extend this lead. First free throw is good. Wendell, no good. 1 for 2 that time. And Sabres lead by 2 now. Williams on the other end. Williams goes up fast. We are tied. And one.
He said that one with his chest.
Case with a chance to take the lead here on this free throw. Caden Williams will go to the line.
This Racine Case team, only 4 seniors, Matt Peck. So you got to figure you got a lot of returning guys next year. This team could be scary. I know I'm talking. I mean, we still got a whole basketball season to play, but I'm really loving what Jake Burse's team has brought out so far.
Oh, yeah. And now Case
their
leads
first
by
game.
1, 40-39. Oh,
just got the feed in.
Inside, pass out of bounds, back to Case. And we talk about Case. They lost a couple players. We were told they had a 7-foot person that came from Minnesota but moved back, and Case would have had a 7-foot guy on their team.
They lost one of their leading scorers to Anthony Bowl last year.
Oh, Anthony Bowl remembers Zaleski Sports well.
Yep, the game winner. Famous game winner in the regional final.
Against Brookfield Central 2 years ago. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded. Up fast.
Look at
and good. Maceo Collins. 8 on the night. Case up by 3.
I think the rebounding is really starting to show again in the height for Case.
Here's Wendell for 3. Wendell no good. Collins off the hands. Back to Case. Williams with the basketball now on the fast break. Williams will go up with it. Has it stolen for a moment, but that stays with Case. So now Lewis will inbound it here. Up 3 points for the Eagles. Back to Williams. And from here, it looked like he just threw it out of bounds. I'm sure it was deflected, but from here, it looked like he just threw it.
Yeah, it was deflected.
I had the camera in my way there. Williams will inbound it to Lewis. William to Lewis has been the main weapon for Case so far. Lewis up and just rims out. And who picks it up? Sheik will pick it up for Franklin. Back to Sheik now on the right wing. Sheik with the basketball inside to Peters. Peters going to go up with it. No good off the end. Back to Barnard. He gets the rebound. Now Mislich, the leading scorer with the ball. Look at that move. Gets it to go in. 1.
He does the count it to the ref signal as he hits the floor. That's the second time tonight he has the N1.
And he has a chance to tie it right here.
And those shots, too, I tell you, Matt Peck, those are tricky shots that he's able to hit. That's why he's a superstar on this Franklin Sabres team.
This is a big conference game early on. We talked about it all night. Both these two projected by Bound, Wisconsin and Prep Hoops, Wisconsin to finish first and second in the conference. So whoever takes this one's going to be forced to really win the next one at Case. So we're tied at 42-42 here. Mislich. Mislich with 20. Or sorry, Mislich with 19 is what 19 or 20. That's the unofficial scoring right now. Williams with the basketball to Lewis. Tie game here, 42 apiece with 6:50 remaining. Oh!
Charge.
And a charge. Wasn't sure how that one was going to go at first, but a charge ends up getting called. Offensive foul on Case.
I don't think he had his feet set right there, so therefore I believe that was the right call.
So now Mislich with the basketball, gives it into Peters.
Looks like Case is going to stay with the press right now, too.
I don't blame him. It worked last half. And the ball's going to be trapped. Who's going to come? Case gets the ball out the end.
They got numbers.
Case has got numbers on the other end. Up! Oh, can't finish it there. Back to Franklin.
Here, you said this last year. Go for the layup. Don't try. It looked like you tried to dunk it right there, and that made him pay right there.
Because what happens if they lose by 2 points? I always think of that. You lose by 2 or 4 points, and you say, well, if I wouldn't have tried to dunk that ball, we might have had the game tied later on. Yeah, I just sometimes can't stand that. I love players just going, get the points.
It's got to be a coach's pet peeve, too.
Here's a three-point shot. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Franklin. Sheik with the rebound inside. Now Bernard trying to go around, heavily guarded, and a foul.
Timeout.
Timeout, Franklin. Never mind. Timeout, Franklin. We'll head to a break. We're tied at 42. We'll be back with more basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Okay, back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Pack, Elijah Vincelata here for Franklin High School. 42-42 game here in Southeast Conference action between Franklin and Racine Case. Like I mentioned before, both these teams projected the top 2 in the conference.
And they're tied.
And they're tied. And first conference game of the season, so a big one. And it's the first game of the season for Case. Case started out a little bit slow, but they've really battled back here. They're looking to steal one on the road here at Franklin. Sheik gives it back out. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Bernard puts it back up. Good.
I think they got the other freshman in the game, Elijah Sabata, in now.
So Caden Williams with the basketball. Now Case looking to tie it or take the lead on this possession. Williams pulls up for 3. No good. Rebounded. 2 savers almost fought for the rebound. Will Kremski with the basketball now. Gives it to Sheik. Back out to the left wing. Here's a three-point shot. No good off the rim. Rebounded. And now it's going to go back to Case. Offensive foul.
Gonna get a loose ball foul. A little bit of arm action that time for Gabe Bernard.
So Miles McEwen set the inbounded for Case. 44-42 game. The leading scorer right now for Case has been Caden Williams with 12 points tonight. Case has kind of been balanced. Although the scoreboard here has McEwen at 13. That's interesting.
Yeah, usually when
I only got him at 10.
Usually with my scoring, I'm a little bit off sometimes too, because you know how like teams go fast.
Yeah.
And then you can't catch it on the other side while you're writing sometimes.
And that one's stolen. Huge steal for Wendell. Mislich's going up with it. Mislich's got it to go.
Franklin's
and now a 4-point lead for Franklin.
Lando Wendell with the good steal. Mislich with the finish.
Now Williams with the basketball. Williams inside. Up. No good off into the rim. Rebounded Case. Put back is good.
Maseo Collins.
So 10 points for Collins tonight.
Been able to clean the glass up tonight for Case.
Here on the other end.
Oh, no.
Basically threw a touchdown there to the bench.
You cannot do that. To be fair, though, it looked like he was trapped, right?
Yeah. Caden Williams with the basketball. Case trails by 2 here. 4.5 minutes left in this game. Williams. Here's a 3-point shot. It's good. Case in the lead.
Back and forth we go. Like I said, the lead changes are going to be a big factor tonight.
Oh. Inside. Here's a 3-point shot from Mislich. It's good! So 49-47 game.
Talk about the star that Jacob Mislich is. That's a huge 3 right there. It was a heavily contested one, too. Oh.
Here's a 3-point shot. Oh! Good! We're going back and forth. Caden Williams. Case in the lead.
What's going on with our first 2 games, man?
Call them. Call the fire department right down the street.
51st and Drexel. Get him on the line.
Mislich. And a foul.
We just had a sequence of 3 threes right there.
What are we watching, the Metro Classic?
50 points away from that.
Yeah, we still need about 60 more points till we're at the Metro Classic levels. So now Mislich to the line he goes. I'll say this. Franklin hangs on or gets the win. It's going to be Mislich in the house. Case, there could be several guys. And
I think you could almost make a case for Wendell, too.
Yeah. Mislich gets it to go. Mislich, no good. So tie game at 50-50. On the other end, going up, and a foul is called.
Mislich wants a jump ball. He's going to talk with the refs, try to make his case.
Michael Lewis at the line. Misses the first free throw.
Missed free throws tonight. Oh, it's like big misses too for both these teams.
Yeah, that's for sure. And
man.
2 misses that time.
To add on to that.
From Michael Lewis. Mislis with the basketball now in a tie game, 50 apiece. Mislis trying to find somebody open, gives it to Wendell. Wendell mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Bernard, but an offensive foul underneath, a loose ball foul, go back to Case.
Be the second push off on the night for Gabe Bernard. Just got, like, again, using his hands a little bit too much right there. Just got to kind of put your arms out, just signal a box out like you're in a defensive stance in a way. That's what you got to do to try to avoid the loose ball foul.
So Masay Collins will go back to the line. Free throw is good. The bank is open on a Friday night. Kind of like it was open on a Tuesday night earlier this week for Waterford versus
Gustafson.
Wauwatosa West. Not very often we get over 1,000 viewers for a basketball game after that game had over 1,000.
Got a pretty good, almost 90 viewers right now, too.
Yeah. Sale Collins hits both of them, and it's just like that. It's a 52-50 game. So now Wendell with the basketball. Wendell guarded. Wow, look at that defense from Case. Travel is called.
Oh, man.
It'll go back to Case with 3 minutes remaining here.
That was Miles McEwen on defense right there, just showing that defensive stance and really fully getting out of it.
Now back out to the right wing. McEwen going in with it. Gets it to go.
Doesn't become a must-score bucket yet. Franklin's got time, but if they get another bucket, Franklin's got to get something here.
From deep.
Ooh.
No good.
Well, they got numbers there. I'm going to say Collins. Ooh. They had Collins.
Missile shot that one from Kentucky. From the three-point line now.
And if you're Case, I take your time now. You're up by 4. No shot clock.
Miles McEwen with the basketball. Passes it in.
Burst wants a timeout now.
Burst wants a timeout. 54-50. We'll take a break. More basketball coming your way. Final 2 minutes after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vinksalata from Franklin High School. 54-50 game in favor of Racine Case. Racine Case got to be pleased where they are right now. They started off down 16-2 in this game. It now leads with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here, and it's going to be their basketball coming out of the break too. So Miles McEwen set to inbound it here with 15 points tonight.
I think what Jake Burst drew up in that timeout was just try to move the ball around, find everybody, get everybody in the mix. Because Franklin, Wendell.
Wendell tipped that one, a deflection.
Almost 10 seconds right there.
Back the other side. In case it's a shot here, that could be huge, especially a three-pointer.
I don't think they're not in a hurry. They're just going to let it run.
Franklin might have to start fouling soon.
Ooh,
he got the foul there.
I don't know.
That was called late, too.
I think he just was able to poke the ball out right there without getting a slap to the hand that time.
I got to say this. Me and the PA announcer have a different number 10. I have Anthony Wheeler's number 10. That's what the roster says too. So we'll go with Wheeler.
Well, it had Kyrie Eccles instead of Kyrie Brumby, right?
Yeah.
Early on.
I was only told to change to Eccles, not number 10.
Ooh,
1 for 2 that time from Wheeler.
Franklin's got to go here. I think now it becomes a
55-50.
must-score possession for Franklin. Try to find the right shot. You got still a little under 2 minutes. Oh, no.
Mislich has it tipped. Sheik in the corner for three. Sheik, no good. Rebounded by Wendell. Underneath and a foul. Jake Burst puts his hands up. All right. So that will send Wendell to the line. Elijah's going to hop on the mic. Because, you know, for the second straight game, we were upstairs. We have to run downstairs to get down for the interview. Wendell makes the first free throw. Next free throw is good. A huge 2 free throws for Franklin. It's a 3-point game. Miles McEwen with the basketball. Back to Caden Williams. And timeout called by Racine Case. 3-point lead for the Eagles with 1:25 remaining here. What's up? All right, we'll head to a break. We'll be back after this Onslow.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. Why don't you give us some thoughts through the microphone? Okay. Sure.
I won't turn it up too much, but wait, what are you going to ask?
What does Franklin need to do on this defensive possession to get, kind of like get back the ball here?
Yeah, he just got to kind of play a little bit of a press right now, kind of running through the motions. He kind of got a couple good guys on that defensive end of the ball. Orlando Wendell, Jacob Mislich, all the guys on the floor. Gabe Martins, Gavin Sheik. Who else is out there right now? Mason Peters.
Inbounds it now to Michael Lewis. Back to the top of the key. Across court to Caden Williams. Inside. Nearly stolen. Open it fast, and that's a huge basket for Maseo Collins. We got a handful of Eagles right around that 14 to 15 scoring mark. Then you got Jacob Mislich alone at 26 up there for Franklin. So now it'll be a 5-point lead for Case here with a minute remaining. Franklin's got to be a must-score possession here. Mislich with the basketball. Mislich going up, and a foul.
That would have been crazy right there if he was able to make something out of nothing again. He had 2 crazy and ones early on. This time, just got to try to make something right there. 2 big free throws coming up for Jacob Mislich.
Mislich at the line now. He's basically got to make both of these. Here's the first free throw. It's good. And Mislich, like we said, 37 the other night, up to 27 tonight. He propelled Franklin to a 7-point victory over Milwaukee Reagan Tuesday night. Next free throw is good. And it's a 3-point game just like that again. Franklin's going to tighten up the defense. Inbound it to Caden Williams. Oh, here we go. Case trying to break the press here. About 50 seconds remaining in this game. Pass to the top of the key. Across, finds a man open. Inside, underneath, gets it to go! Michael Lewis! 5-point lead for the Eagles. 35 seconds remaining. Stolen! Case has got a chance to put this away. Got it to go! So now a 7-point lead for Case. Up, and he gets it to go. Mason Peters, 20 seconds remaining. We're going fast here. No Sabres on the other end, though. Williams puts it back. Got it. Maseo Collins. Peters bringing it back. 7-point lead for the Eagles. No defensive game here at the end. Peters misses that one. And it's a timeout called?
Oh, you cannot make this a little time.
Oh, and we have 6.7 seconds left. Uh-oh, all the high school kids realize how much time's left, too. I was hoping they wouldn't look up there. Of course.
Everybody, bro.
It's like the refs blew that dead on purpose, knowing how much time would be left.
You remember from the JV game, too. The JV game, we had something like that, too.
All right, so Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up after this, unless the wait, a minute 35.
I think
There's only supposed to be 6. Wait. They just put, okay, 9 seconds left. They're going to put 9 seconds left on the clock. Okay. So, Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up after this. Case will probably have to need to make a couple free throws, but it'll likely be with head coach Jake Burse, and our highlight house player of the game, I think, right now is going to be Maceo Eccles.
Maceo Collins.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Collins. Maceo Collins.
Don't forget that when you go down.
There's a Maceo Collins, a Brumby, Eccles. There's so many famous last names at Case that we've gotten to know over the years. McEwen will go to the line, though. And he makes 2 free throws here. That puts him as the highlight house player of the game.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Tyler Padol didn't call timeout in that sequence.
Yeah,
he had a couple to use still.
First free throw is no good.
Just kind of let him play. Unless, I forget how many timeouts they have left. They didn't show it on the scoreboard. But on my thing, it says they still have 2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, wait, what's going on here?
So Miles McEwen will set the inbound it. Inbounds it now. It'll just be the trap game. Michael Lewis will be the one that's fouled here with 3 seconds remaining. So they'll send Lewis to the line. First free throw is good. Case extends their lead even more to 8 now. Nasonville Dairy postgame show will come up. I will run, sprint down after this game.
We got the microphone ready.
We got the microphone ready. That's what we got to do at some of these gyms.
I'll make sure to keep this on.
You can't jump over the ledge here because it's too far. We looked at it last year. 3 seconds remaining. The free throw is no good. Off the rim, and Franklin will just play it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Racine Case wins 64-56. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, And we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show here with head coach Jake Burris. Coach, just tell me about this huge victory tonight. I mean, you guys started out really slow. Early on, nothing would fall for you guys. It was 16-2 early on before you know you guys had a tie. Just tell me about how you guys battled through it. Obviously, you haven't played a game before tonight.
Yeah, well, first game of the year, you're going to, a lot of times, come out a little, I don't know, jittery, missing layups, and didn't have it all together. Defensively, we were fine in the first 10 minutes, just couldn't get anything to go down the hoop. But I learned a lot about the team because they're a bunch of fighters and guys who aren't quitting. So that was big to come back, battle, and then it was neck and neck for most of the rest of the game until the final couple minutes we pulled away. So, yeah, great, hard-fought, physical victory.
You got a nice battle of Racine tomorrow against Racine Lutheran, the best team in Division III coming in this season. Just tell me about some of the keys that you're going to need to take from tonight into tomorrow's game. It's on your hardwood too, so maybe.
Yeah. So you're next, buddy. Stay right here. So we got the big battle of Racine Lutheran and us. I mean, they're really good. I went and saw them play Union Grove. They scored 62 in the first half, and it seemed kind of easy. We obviously need to slow them down, take care of the ball, not let them get out in transition, which is what they excel at. If we keep it like a half-court game without too much transition opportunities for them, we can make it a game, and then if it's a game in the last 5 minutes, we can win. So, but they're a good team, well coached, tons of good talent. But these guys can get it done if they play the best they can, which we didn't play our best tonight. But if we play the best we can beat them.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Yeah,
best of luck. We'll see you again. All right, Maceo. Come on over. All right. So you're a highlight house player of the game tonight. Camera's right up there. So you guys started out down 16-2. You were a big part of this game tonight, scoring 16 for the Eagles. You were the leading scorer. That's why you picked to be in the house. Just tell me about how you guys battled through being down early on.
You said balance through, like get through there?
Yeah.
We played hard defense, rebounded. Play help defense like how we practice. That's just really how we do it. We persevere through it.
Okay, so just tell me about like I just asked Coach Burris about. You got a big test against one of your friends, Racine Lutheran, one of the private schools in the city. As you know, you've probably seen all the preseason stuff. #1 in D3. Just tell me about how you're gonna take some of tonight's fundamentals of tomorrow's game at your home plate.
Just keep pushing through it, rebounding, help defense, just play physical. Because, they beat us by a lot last year. We just want our get back. That's it.
All right, so we're going to put you in the house. So you're going to take the mic. You're going to say your first and last name. You're going to look up there at the camera. You're going to say your first and last name, then I'm in the house. I'll count you down for 5.
Say this is Maceo Collins?
Yeah, then I'm in the house. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Maceo Collins, and I'm in the house.
Thank you. Great game tonight. Matt Peck signing off here from Franklin High School. We'll have a couple games coming your way next week, but Case gets the huge Southeast Conference victory tonight, 64-56. Matt Peck and Elijah Vangsalata. We'll be back next week for some more boys basketball action.